Yeah, Azara's going to circle back to the window she was looking in to make eye contact and try and talk to this person face to face.
The person doesn't have a face.
Oh no.
Okay. But do they appear to be the one talking to me?
Kinda? It seems to.
Yeah.
The voice is certainly emanating from it.
Can I roll spout lore on this? Because did Aegis hear the talking and...
Sure.
Because Aegis was looking kind of through the window as that happened.
Oh yeah, Azora is also speaking quite loudly.
Axe is busy gorging himself.
Stop eating Oh no, wait, this is concurrent. Dang.
Yeah.
7.
Something interesting. Not necessarily useful. You've heard that people can survive. You've heard of people surviving months without face after having their faces removed.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That is one of those things that's definitely interesting, but definitely not useful.
Azora is going to try and also spout lore on this, having been talking to this, and see if she knows. Oh, look at that!
Wow.
This is the sort of fucked up shit that happens in Grimwood, you know?
Right. So, this person, what you're talking
That's
to...
another double 6, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's paying attention to that.
So what you're talking to is basically a shell. Like, there was a soul in there, but now there's not. Whatever's talking to you is talking through it.
Yeah, Azora is going to say, still keeping her sword away, who am I talking to right now?
Just hold on.
Whom's this?
Whomst could it be?
Michelle, who this?
Damas. It just says.
Damas. How did you get here, Damas?
Walked in to help. Trapped.
How long have you been here?
I don't know.
What's the last thing you remember happening before you came here? Where were you going? What were you doing?
Where did you come
Daughter
from? Where
ran
did you
off.
go?
Daughter ran off. Daughter ran into the house. Had to save her. Been here ever since.
Is there anyone else there with you?
Hundreds.
Oh. Yeah, Azora sort of, sighs. And then, I understand. I'm going to come back here, Damas, but I'm leaving right now. Is that okay?
Go. Don't come back. Nothing here. Just evil.
Yeah, so Azora is going to, now, takes out, her notebook and starts, writing, basically, a note. Basically explaining what she understands, under no circumstances enter this building,
We're gonna put up a sign out front that says "Evil inside. Do not go in."
Yeah.
What you guys find?
Don't evil open inside.
Alright, and to mark it on the map, we'll say it's right here.
Yeah, which Azora does mark. Where was it?
I marked it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, okay, nice.
Bad mojo.
Evil house.
Should Axe go inside?
No,
I
we're
wanna-
leaving this.
Oh, okay.
See if we can find someone in Seneca who is more equipped to deal with this.
Yeah, this needs a holy man. Or several.
This needs Roderick.
Oh?
So, yeah, as you walk away, you notice that Damas is one of the names on the tombstones.
Does it have a date on it?
Nope.
Yeah. That's gonna have to be something where.
That's bad mojo right
now
there.
this is Azora's priority. So I know there's money in this, but this is what Azora's working on now.
Why his name Dumbass?
Wow.
Aegis and Axe share just a light chuckle over that.
No, Axe legit thinks his name is
Damasu,
Dumbass.
shut up. Wow. Imagine Vegito shows up. Hey, Damasu! What? That should have been our reward for doing that mission so many times as Universe. Okay, so, yep. You continue on your way to Seneca with no more issues. Other than Axe continuously eating. Like at one point while Aegis is eating, he just feels Axe's hand like rustle into his sack. He's
grabs the food out of my hand. Just like I just like look somewhere else and I look back and bite my own finger off, just thinking my food is there.
Food. Oh god.
They're dungeon rations. They're like.
I love the idea that like. No, it wasn't just all of you. It was just Axe, and so this under this headcanon, Axe has eaten 12 pieces of dungeon rations
without fail. He's bulking right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you arrive at the gates of Seneca, the walls of Seneca. Entry fee 10 coin.
Entry fee 10 coin. Yep, we can throw that down.
Alright, yes, Seneca guards take your coin, and they ask you to, submit to a pat down and search.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're patted down.
Axe no like this.
They tell you, alright.
Reach Axe's like shoulders and whatnot to pat him down.
Yes, they have
a stool.
Specifically for people like this, they have people who can balance on their shoulders.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, so
right.
strong.
So yeah, they pat you down, they take the coin, and they're like, alright, just remember when you're in the city, weapons sheathed.
But me weapon have no sheath.
I was gonna say.
No, he kind of just has it, I imagine, like...
Same
somehow...
with the spear, honestly.
It could be
Strap
wrapped
on the
around the
back.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what Axe has also, like, I imagine.
Don't draw your weapons in the city.
Yeah.
But how Axe supposed not to draw fists?
don't listen to him. He's simple.
Just don't make a fist at any point in the city.
Don't get into the games of rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, that's a trap they like to play on people.
It's a form of entrapment that really goes down well.
Rock, paper, scissors with a C card is just a way to drum up an easy arrest.
Axe understand.
Yeah. First thing that happens when you walk in is just someone says, "Hey man, cool axe, can I see it?"
Why he wanna see me?
With arrows from the walls.
Why he wanna see me? You can see me.
Okay, so you're in Seneca now. Place seems bustling. People seem pretty carefree.
Seems the war hasn't dampened this place's spirits too much.
The thing with Seneca, Seneca's involvement in the war, they are directly involved, but as far as the war reaching them, it's mostly guerrilla warfare with regents and throughout the marsh. So it pretty much never reaches the walls of the city.
Right.
and the roads, the main roads have maintained mostly safety.
Okay, so if this is Sandbox, my brain is gonna try and morph into playing this like Mountain Blade. So
So yeah, Seneca and Regents are in a sort of guerrilla war with each other throughout the marsh. And aside from that, Seneca donates plenty of troops to the war effort to bulk up the forces of other cities.
Well, actually, say like a recruitment poster and say, "Oh, look, you're there." Wait, what it says?
Join the army, I guess.
Axe no wanna join. Axe hate army.
Uncle Seneca wants you. And it's just Garfield Butler in a top hat just pointing right at us.
He's been upgraded. He's been promoted to propagandist.
But yeah, so Aegis kind of wanders around the city for a bit, and he's looking first for any kind of work opportunities going for the group.
All right.
Yeah, Azora's meanwhile going to try and investigate any like mages or priests or anything like that who would know about any way to like free these souls, or at the very least put them to peace or anything like that.
Axe gonna waltz around at the local, I don't know, weapon emporium.
There is a job offer on available for mercenaries who are willing to help out the Confederacy. Basically, there's a job on offer to just go and check on the people of Coral, because we haven't heard from them in a while.
Okay. That's okay by me.
Is
When you
that the
said
town
when you say pro-confed, I was gonna try and keep neutrality, but just checking if
Oh.
the town's alright.
Yeah,
That's fine.
because we haven't heard from them in a while, and people are getting concerned, but Seneca itself can't spare anyone to go check.
Alright, yeah, Aegis takes that
And
job offer.
base pay for that would be 10 coin, but if depending on what you find, it can only go up.
Alright, yeah, Aegis
you know.
decides to take a chance on that. That sounds like a good deed.
Yeah.
Besides,
If everything's fine, 10 coin. If shit is not gone well, then more coin for reporting or even solving it.
Alright. So yeah, Aegis takes that.
Nice. Let's see, Azora, what are you doing? Again, you're looking for people who would have
mages,
knowledge.
priests, like that, people who
Right.
would know how to, or have some ability to dispel the souls or put them to peace, whatever, and end whatever is trapping them there.
Oh, she's gonna
Right.
find Ty Lopez.
Ty Lopez? What?
What?
No,
Ty
knowledge.
Lopez?
Knowledge.
That's
I don't
That's a
understand.
heck of a pull.
Is that a religion to you, Sweet?
No, I just remember. When I hear knowledge, I just
I'm thinking of Skinny Pete in church. That's church.
you seriously don't remember Mr. Knowledge. at
No, I
the
remember.
beginning.
I'm just like, yeah. Okay, Zora. So you would be heading to the biggest to the church in town then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let me drum up a name. I'm going to say let's see.
Dun 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 dun.
So you find a priest, because you need to find someone who's not busy, who's willing to talk to you. So I'm going to say you find an elf priest who worships the god of tolerance.
Well, that seems counterintuitive.
Why?
Well, like, if he does any action, like, that would mean he wasn't tolerating.
Yeah, he's
this.
gonna walk up to that house and say, "Well, I'm not gonna do anything about that.
I tolerate this.
I can tolerate it.
Yeah.
Just I tolerated the walk over here. I'll tolerate the walk back."
Yeah, I'll say the priest's name is Eiflin. Eiflin, yeah. Eiflin. He follows the god of tolerance.
We didn't meet the god of tolerance when we were fighting the end of the
Yeah,
universe,
with the
did
dinner
we?
party, yeah.
Wow, he believes in a god that doesn't exist. What an idiot.
There were gods that you just didn't mention.
True,
you know.
yeah, okay. I guess the god of tolerance isn't gonna do anything, though.
Yeah, he just tolerated that whole situation.
He just put up with it very well.
You should see the fucking arguments between the god of tolerance and the god of neutrality. Like they go at it.
Well, I think we should tolerate them.
So this is the patron god of all cuckolds, then. I think.
God of centrists.
The god of the fence.
Oh, so it's just Boogie.
It's the easy joke, but you gotta make it.
I gonna.
So yeah, he
So
says
their fucking religious symbol is like a Buddha, but it's Boogie.
The symbol of the god of tolerance is an outstretched hand.
Is it Boogie's hand?
No.
So there was a guy in my country who had a religious symbol that was pretty similar to that.
Yeah, but he didn't tolerate everything. He did put up with a lot of shit, though.
Yeah, he was impressively tolerant.
So yeah, this guy sees you asking around, says, "I'm aware you're in need of a holy man. My name's Eiflin."
Just gonna throw out there that, like, if the symbol of Roderick's, like, religion was an outstretched hand, it was pretty ironic that he couldn't recreate it since he was missing a finger.
Oh, that was the symbol of Roderick's? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I totally forgot
lore.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
so
the
yeah.
beckoning hand or whatever, and that was, like, when he got the divine symbol or guide. Like, it was always, like, a beckoning
well,
hand.
this hand isn't beckoning. This hand is offering a handshake.
I mean, that sounds pretty. Actually, no. This is tolerance. So, for some reason I thought it was neutrality, and like I don't know, a neutral person would go for a handshake. It seems a bit too.
Okay, so yeah, the guy says you're in need of a holy man. Well, I'm afraid a lot of my other our divine churches are inundated with much, but I can always spare time for someone.
So it just seemed like it's a bit of a busy time.
So, what do you need help with?
There's a sort of hut, I guess, out on, well, it's not really a path, but a bit past just on the other side of, as soon as you get out into the plains, sort of on the way to Custer, I guess. Just a little hut out there. Got lots of graves around it. Seems to have some sort of been trapping people's souls in there for who knows how long.
Trapping
generations by the look of it, how many graves are out there.
Oh my, that's some evil magic right there.
Yeah, I conversed with other one. They seem to be suffering in there too.
He scratches his chin. Yes. Were there any bodies in the hut?
One. Faceless. Sort of shaking.
Oh my! Was it hostile?
No. I mean, it was just sort of shaking there looking at me. The voices, one of the souls was, telling me and basically explaining how he was trapped in there, trying to warn me to leave. I left a sign.
Right. He scratches his chin and just sounds and says, "Hmm. If there were no bodies, but souls are trapped, I believe you may have found a gateway to some sort of pocket of a different dimension. Might be the death dimension, but no, they don't torture people there."
Yeah, they sounded trapped, unhappy.
Right. Yes. Hmm. Did you notice any lighting?
Did I?
Roll in.
Open my character sheet. No.
You don't remember.
Yeah. Was more focused on the guy than any sort of lighting.
Right. Well, if it were, if the lantern, if it were lit up by a certain kind of torch, then that could be indicative of a gateway into the realm of searing flames, or the realm of fire, and that would be very dangerous to walk into.
Lazora, not good thing we did.
To be honest, it's definitely almost certainly something it's almost certainly falling into some sort of realm. But since it's that sort of manifestation with no bodies, well, the only way I could think of to solve their issue would be to. It's no, it's that's way too that's far too much to ask of anyone. Uh,
What do you
yeah.
need?
Well, if you want to stop them from experiencing torment, the only thing to do would be to go in there and get them out.
How?
Are you volunteering?
Probably.
Because, well, you take someone willing to risk eternal torment, and then you give them someone like me who would perform a ritual of safeguard, as well as act as a sort of, as well as give them a sort of magical tether to our realm, and then they'd have to go in there and physically find the lost souls and bring them out.
When you say physically find them, how does that work?
It depends on the realm they're in. It could be as simple as they're all in one room and the dimension's one room, or it could be a whole different world, depending on what the realm is. But as far as realms that would do this, it'd likely be the size of a. I imagine you'd basically be the size of a dungeon, a small one at that, or could be medium size. Either way, you'd be rooting around in a dimension that tortures people for a significant amount of time, and you'd risk dooming yourself to stay there as well.
I'll take a shot.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well,
He said there were hundreds of them in there.
hundreds of souls or hundreds of people, of things with him?
From the sound of it, I thought he meant souls. Might have been wrong.
He could have been talking about demons.
Hmm.
Well, either way,
There were a bunch of graves, anyways.
well,
Either case, compared to all those people trapped in there. My
Well-
life's doesn't make much of a difference. It's a drop in a bucket.
Well, if you want to, then of course I will. And of course I will perform the ritual for you, and I'll establish a magical tether. I wouldn't just leave you to do that by yourself. No, sir. Alright. I'll come with you when you need me.
I got some people I gotta let know.
Yes. Well, I'll be here at this monastery.
Good to know. And
Yes.
then, yeah, Azora walks off.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Axe, what are you doing?
Oh, Axios walking downtown. He feels a bit bad for
Making
eating
my
up
way
all.
downtown.
Yeah, he feels a bit bad eating up everyone's rations.
Right. Yeah. You all did give up 10 coin, by the way, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
good.
Axe is I think I'm gonna buy them some rations.
Nice.
Axe is me wants, yes, rations.
Alright, let's see now. Rations are 5 uses for 3 coin, so are you gonna get one for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be 9 coin for each pack. Not for each pack. 3 coin for each pack, so 9 coin in total.
Yes. Here you go. You all can probably add them to yours already, so it's
Okay.
just easier. And then Axe is he's just waltzing around, having a good time until he sees actually, he's gonna go and he goes to he wanna see stuff but armor.
You want to go to the armor shop?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hello, me Axe.
Alright, so yeah, you go to the armor's place and it just says, "Ooh, boy, you're a big one."
No, my mom said so. That
Wow.
was the fun.
Well, what can I do you for, sir?
Oh, me looking for more potential armor.
Has Axe basically been, very... what has he been wearing?
The
loincloth.
armor he's... No.
Because his armor is hide armor.
Yeah, it's hide armor.
So is that...
Axe is me wonder if you can improve hide armor.
What's it the hide of?
Let's just say boar.
Boar hide?
Duh.
He, says, take it off and I'll see.
Okay. Striptease time. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, no. Axe does it,
Right. Yeah, he looks over it and just says,
Axe
Well,
did it himself.
yeah. Well, I could certainly improve it by layering on more animal hide and cutting off the hair.
Axe like hair, though. It gives it a certain charm.
Well, it would make it more prone to grabbing.
True. True. Axe has had that problem. Question: do you have pelt Axe can wear around neck?
Pelt?
Yes.
Should have some around. Any particular animal you're looking for?
Bear?
Bear.
Axe likes bears. Bears like Axe. No.
Well, why
not
would
all.
you want to wear a dead one?
Oh, because bears are fluffy, and bears don't like Axe when he tries to hug them.
Right. Alright, he goes back, and just says, well, he pulls out, he says, well, got a friend who does taxidermy. Sometimes where he shares hide with me. He points to a wall and just points out like basically a bear hood.
Ooh.
You know, like a you know, basically, you know, the skin of a bear. That you can. Oh, hold on, let me find it. What am I? Here it is. Basically, you know, kind of like this, but you know, a real bear, and also more.
Acts
And
like
also
that.
it goes over your shoulders as well.
Oh, acts very much like that. Then acts could be like bear.
Right. Well, that's 20 coin.
Oh, much money. But axe has the. He throws down 20 coin. How much
Alright.
armor this would improve numerically?
Ask him to that in character.
Yes.
What are the stats on this thing?
Give me numbers.
Axe love numbers.
Let's see. I'm gonna say the bear helmet is
Oh no, I just realized it. With too much armor, maybe axe can't be hurt. Oh well.
With enough armor, anyone can't be hurt.
No, it's just the thing that currently axe has to be hurt for his rage to trigger.
True.
Actually,
But if you
Actually,
can't
no,
be
it's-
hurt, you won't need rage.
it does say when you take damage.
Yeah, it doesn't say the damage has to actually go through armor. It's just when damage is inflicted.
Good. Tank is axe is gonna be the tank of the group.
I don't think that's true.
Why?
I mean, Azora's class is bullshit.
Wait, what's the issue?
Well, it's just Axe. So you're thinking Axe will be the tank of the group?
Oh no, Azora is tanky. Azora can eat a lot of damage by the end.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say the bear helmet does not give armor.
Okay, it's just
It's
because.
not armor. It's a weapon.
Oh.
You can. It does +1 damage if you headbutt with it, and if you headbutt with it.
Nice.
Actually, speaking of armor and whatnot, okay, so in like Dungeon World rules, or like when it gives the guide to how much things cost, it has full plate as 300 fucking coin. Are we sticking with that? Are we sticking with plate armor being like more than getting a house?
No,
Okay, how much for full plate?
I don't. I'm not. I don't. I'm not answering that at this time. I'll have to
Okay.
think about it.
Okay.
I feel full plate armor is like a mobile home.
Sure, it sure is. So is that all Axe?
Yeah, no, axe is like, yes, axe very happy.
All right, cool.
If you carry a shield on each arm, is that extra armor?
We have to reference fucking Legacy Wars, where it's just like, not allowed. I'm going to steal a dusting lid. No.
Okay, so now you three have to meet up and decide which mission to tackle.
Well, also, Aegis is going to make the situation more awkward for everyone.
Oh no.
Because Aegis is also going to try and do a recruit role.
Oh,
Aegis is going to go and
dude.
look for basically a scout or a tracker.
I can't wait for Azora to just be like, "Are you ready to die, son?" and scare anyone Aegis recruits off.
Well, it's fine. They'll be following me.
you have to let them know what you're heading out to do, and if you let them know that you're heading out
Well,
to
that's
Coral,
because Aegis' story. Aegis doesn't know about what Azora is going to do for no money. He thinks they're going to Coral, and they are going to Coral.
nice.
And this is going to be the argument that's
Here
going
we
to
go.
happen.
All right, do it. Roll recruit.
Can't believe next session the party's going to split.
So what are you doing?
When you put out, I gotta remember how the fuck normal hirelings work. But essentially, I'm going out. I'm gonna let them know that it was 10 coin, but get any bonuses. So I'm just gonna basically promise a cut of a cut in a 4-person group.
Okay.
So
you can't tell them the pay is generous.
Just that there is pay.
You really can't. Yeah.
Maybe for some that is
you can
generous.
tell them what you're setting out to do, and
Yes, what I'm telling them we're doing is we're going out to check on Coral and see if things there are okay.
All right, roll a 2d6 plus 2. They'll get a share of whatever they find.
Yeah. Okie dokie. All right. 2d6 plus 2. Wow.
Ooh. Yeah, you got your pick of a number of skilled applicants.
I'm just sitting in the corner. I'm just sitting in the corner of a little kind of, job market with a stool.
Okay, so let's and you ask for like scouts who like know the area basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a pick of. All right. They're all skilled. So choose between a human resident of Seneca, an elf who used to live in a nearby village,
elf, so we can bully him,
or a plant woman.
I'm gonna go with the elf. It's a diversity hire, and elves.
We could have met a plant.
Yeah, but in war times, you never really want someone to be a plant.
Oh, is that what he thought? Like when said a plant woman is like, my god.
Maybe the plant woman would have been a stronger diversity hire.
It is a woman.
We've never interacted with a plant person.
So you're going with the elf?
I'm going with the elf.
No, but
I'm sticking with the elf.
We can bully the elf.
Okay.
He's gonna be from the fucking village we were.
Oh my god, you called me. Yeah,
it was.
He offers his hand and says, "I used to live in a place called Zebediah, but that place is no more."
Why are you telling us our life story?
That place is no more.
Well,
but because of that, I've been around this whole marsh.
I mean, I think I'm the only one here because I went out recruiting. So you heard about what happened in Coral? It's kind of what I need a scout to help.
We haven't heard anything from Coral, but I know the way well.
All right. Well,
back in Zebediah, I used to be a runner between them and Coral. I loved Zebediah with all my heart.
I'm sorry to hear. I used to run with a group around here called Summer Swords. Used to do a lot of jobs like this, just checking things out, making sure everything was okay, mostly dealing with bandits and such. So, hopefully we go down there. Hopefully things are alright. If they're bad, we get paid more.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I can only hope that what happened to Zebediah does not happen to Coral. He says, and he
oh my god, this guy has a bow and arrow. I thought Elf Village, and I immediately knew, it was that village. I didn't think this was going to be the entire basis of his personality. What's your name, son? Oh, I'm Zebedee.
I just really like being alive, and I really like it when villages don't get demolished.
I like being an elf.
So, what's your name?
Hello there, I'm Zebedee.
Zebedee. I'm Zebedee from Zebedee. Oh no, wait, I thought that's the wrong way around.
It's actually this is a lie actually. He's actually just 2 leprechauns in a suit.
My name's Coram.
Coram, can you hand?
Hey Coram, you know the Dominic Bell shelter for a wayward person opened in Terrebonne like a year or 2 ago. Had a big outreach to people from your exact village, actually.
Yeah, why are you so fucking upset? Get over it! Holy shit!
Can you, Coram? Can you handle yourself, or?
I can handle myself. I've seen the worst of it.
Oh,
I've seen the worst of what the marsh has to offer.
I'm tougher than the rest of them.
Oh,
I think
Azor's
even,
gonna get
I
along
think
with this
even
guy.
fucking Aegis just looks at him and goes, "Well, I can't. There's a certain someone I can't wait for you to meet."
So yeah, now it's time to meet up at the town center, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of come walking in with an elf who's just like telling everyone about fucking Zebedee.
Yeah.
Oh, Axe comes.
I'm gonna add him to
bearing
my
food.
spells list because I feel I've decided with Aegis that Aegis's drive is gonna be a sandbox campaign. This is gonna be a recruitment drive campaign. This is gonna be
no.
a mercenary band campaign. We're gonna have a lot of dead people before we're done.
Axe comes in
no.
with dungeon rations. Like, hello. Me sorry that Axe ate all your food, so Axe rewards you.
The no ones. When we finally get a banner. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, Axe gave you all your foods.
So we got Corum, the elf scout. There we go.
Yeah.
The no one mercenaries.
No one else.
Yeah.
So yeah, Axe gives you your rations.
Maybe with summer swords and we are the winter words. Okay, fine.
Axe gives you your rations.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I kind of come walking in and I'm like, "Hey guys, I did find us some work. I got us a guy. This is Corum. He knows his way around the marsh.
Hello,
hasn't
me
been-
Axe.
I hope the people in Coral are okay. It's good that someone's finally taken the mission to go see them.
Is he a fucking
What's
NPC?
going on in Coral?
Lines.
There haven't been any reports from there. No one knows what's going on down there. They may have been hit. It may be really bad. Seneca can't spare any manpower to go and inspect it, so they're letting it out to any freelancers who took the job.
And we those freelancers.
I got us the gig.
Hello, me.
Azora says, that hut we found, I got a guy, that knows what he's doing to try or knows how to fix the problem.
Right?
Basically, I have to go in and, take him out by hand.
Okay.
Go in
It
where?
might be a tether, but, it's dangerous. Oh, it's like a pocket something.
A pocket.
Pocket dimension.
Axe?
That's a big word for axe. It was like you go there and it's I don't know, like pocket something.
Pocket dimension.
And then he said it could be a room or it could be a whole world. He said probably like, more in between. He said a dungeon. So it's like a dungeon in there and you have to go in and
A
take them
dungeon
out.
world, maybe.
So I volunteered.
You volunteered.
Yeah.
There's no money in this? No fee for taking out a demon or what have you?
A lot of people suffering.
Yeah, that noble goat acts like that.
A lot of trapped souls. Look, you don't have to come along by any means on this, but I need, someone's got to do it.
And this is where we meet a little fairy named Felina.
Wait, what? What?
No,
Fairy.
What?
no, so
Let's move on immediately because I can't be bothered to actually just have a whole thing about Swede slipping up one word.
Wow.
Right, so Aegis is just kind of thinking on that. It's like, okay, right.
Well, Coral's the more immediate problem, isn't it?
I agree with that. There's we don't know the situation. We know they're suffering and they're not going anywhere.
very true. Axe wanna help, but Axe wanna help both parties. Axe confused.
No, that's fair. These people have been there for a long time by the sound of it. They'll still be there.
What's a few more days?
Assuming I don't eat it on this job.
Axe, what do you think Axe should do? It's that so, Axe? I see.
Is your friend okay?
Axe is fine.
I think
But as for Axe, Axe is kind of eh.
he's been like this since I met him the other day. I think this is just how he operates. But he gets by.
Axe was horribly tortured and lost ability to speak properly. Some
I'm
say
terribly
Axe is
sorry.
hallucin. Don't be sorry. Axe gonna make whoever make Axe sorry.
You
Bungle.
and me both.
I'm going to say, just keep an eye on your rations, and you'll be fine.
What you talking about?
Alright, so let's roll a perilous journey to get
Actually,
to
before, just real quick, again, just Azor like reaches out a hand to the new guy. Sorry, what was your name?
Corin.
Corin. Azora, does take out her notebook and like write that down.
He's Jeremy Coram. He's local labor.
We have
MP.
Jeremy Coram in Seneca. We had Joris Vonson in Joris Vonson.
Maybe we should just have an RPG that's just the House of Commons and yelling.
No, I'm just gonna say, you can't just foist a Brexit narrative onto this whole thing.
I do think
Maybe
the
that's
League
what
is
Terrence
a whole
wants.
analogy for leaving the Confederation.
Terrence wants a Texit.
No, it was Tenzis that had the exit.
That had Texit, yeah.
No,
What the fuck?
What is it?
I was like, that name sounds familiar.
Texas
so I looked
exit, Texit.
So I was like, yeah, that's a character who's in Smash from some game, Corin.
No, yeah, Corin from Fire Emblem, but no, this is spelled differently.
Why does Corin have bare feet?
Because that's the feet character.
Wait, is Corin a guy or a girl, or is Corin
Both.
Yeah,
You
it's a player character. It's a choose a character.
play a character, yeah.
The player character is the foot character?
Yeah, no, yeah.
why do you fixate?
I don't get what's so hard to grasp about this. It's Corin's about feet.
Why are you fixating on the foot?
Hey, Azora was also loosely inspired by a Fire Emblem character in Smash.
Corin's about the feet. Corin is the Fire Emblem feet character, the Smash feet character. Sigma's the Overwatch feet character. We're all getting feet characters.
There hasn't been
That's
one in
bad.
Team Fortress.
There will.
The Heavy has flip-flops he can wear. That's close.
Yeah. Alright, so let's roll Perilous Journey just to get the coral, and then we'll do it a session.
Okay.
Hokey cokey.
It turns out that intelligence briefcase this whole time just was filled with pictures of Miss Polling's feet.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
So, roll int, Aegis.
Do I get any bonus for Scout Boy?
You'll have a +1 because of the road.
Okay.
Because the road still exists.
I honestly don't remember how
it's
anything
interrupted
about
by
companions works. Though.
I was gonna say, wait, do we even have to navigate if we're just following a road?
You do because of the interruptions and the warfare going on. The road's been damaged.
Damaged.
Damn.
I didn't even need it. Didn't even need it. All right, Azora, you can get a +1 to scout because
That's another double 6.
because Coram helping you.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Well-
yeah.
So time for Axe to roll for
You're gonna
fire.
find
Yeah.
another hut
Roll
with
for
someone
food.
just screaming inside.
Azora and Coram have a long conversation about how
Oh,
they both
boy!
lost everything. How
Oh, boy.
cruel raiders came in the night and burned
Well,
down and destroyed
And
everything.
fucking Azora puts together, wait, your village was raided by someone who was lying and wasn't. Just
Also,
like,
I just
oh,
want to-
well, they actually did set my place on fire and kill everyone.
Yeah.
Uh,
So how many of your friends... Oh, that's true, because we explicitly didn't hurt anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
they all
scared
had
them
to
off
run
and
away.
then set fire to the place. We were half of Azora's backstory.
Oh, boo-hoo, I lost everything. All my friends and family are perfectly fine and unharmed. Azora
they're not
starts making
perfectly
fun.
fine. They are traumatized, completely traumatized. His daughter committed suicide.
Wow. What? Whoa. Did the dragon come along and renege on the wish? He's like, I'm taking your eyes.
Wow, what the fuck? Even after the Dominic Benner Shelter for Wayward Persons opened up...
Well, that took a while to establish, and, it was just too late.
Wow. I can't believe you're just... I can't believe you're just throwing this at us afterwards. How many people did we cause to commit suicide?
Oh, you want to roll for it?
Yeah, I do.
Let's roll. Let's roll for the emotional fallout of the last campaign.
Okay, hold on.
What was the population of the village?
I believe it was around. Hold on. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll.
Wow.
How many committed suicide? 10 out of a population of 64.
Wow, that's a number. What the fuck? The dragon
Wouldn't
just
it
let
really
that
fuck?
slide.
I don't think that's valid, because that's a player thing. I should be, you know what, we should do this, like, proper. You know, this is an attack. 24 people, eat it.
Committed suicide. Okay.
Yes.
Crazy
Fine.
rolled and made it worse.
Like, over a third of the village committed suicide. Yeah.
Wow, no
Yes,
wonder
yeah.
Corim is so affected. He's shell-shocked. Like, he has to keep mentioning it's a tragedy or happens tragedy. His eyes are glazed over all the time, just thinking about it.
This reaches a point where, like, out of that many, like, we can't even, it's not even our fault anymore. Like, that's just a ridiculous amount
Alright
of
there,
people.
Walter
Like,
White. Okay, Walter White, you say that. You say, you know, there's lots of plane crashes.
like, at that point, it was clearly just, like, a fad, you know? That's disproportionate
Okay.
response to, like, what we
And
The
what
hot
the
new
fuck?
thing, killing yourself. Try it
Okay,
today. It'll
roll
change
a
your life.
d12, Swede. Roll a
What for you-
d12, Swede.
Okay. RG12. Holy!
All
Wow,
right.
he ate 11 rations?
No.
Corin did.
You've been leaving your rations out a bit
Oh, no.
too long, and you notice following you in the brush, Axe, interested by your food, is a large ape.
Axe instantly looks at it. Hey.
No, don't look at them. Don't make eye contact.
No, he's
How
making
about-
eye
how about
contact.
the eight-
Okay,
Sure.
so the ape points at you and does a motion of, like, pinch, and then puts the pinched fingers into its outstretched hand, and then does a like rubbing its tummy motion, and then points at its outstretched hand again.
Can we recruit this ape? Is cool.
Demanding food.
Axe like, sure, why not? You hungry beast.
So now the ape's gonna join, and we're just gonna have, like, 3 incredibly strong
Alright.
people who, like, can barely communicate.
Roll a d5.
We can have the ape as a mascot.
Commander.
Axe, roll a d5. The ape eats 4 rations.
He's entertained and just keeps giving it more and more rations.
just to spread out the pain, I'm taking 1 ration for each of us.
Oh. Well, it's just like, you just wander off, like, tiptoeing up behind me while I'm talking to Corim and just take some food out of my bag to give to the fucking
Oh, I'm taking one of Corin's ration. I assume he has some, right?
He's an NPC. His food is non-mechanical. It just is.
God fucking fine. Which one of us
I've given
am I
up
taking?
1 ration. Give up
Sure.
2 of your rations and 1 each of ours, or 3 of yours
Fine,
and 1 of mine.
Fine, I'm taking 2 of my ration and 1 of yours.
Azora just willingly gives up the ration to feed a
Yeah.
hungry animal.
Azora, give me a ration. And Azora just taking out, handing to him. Why?
Ape.
Yeah, 8 rations, that's what you do with them. Do you want more?
Yes. Yes, for ape.
Ook ook, are you ready to go ape?
Azora's questioning her own language abilities right now. Is she forgetting words again? She's just gonna like sort of like nod, pretending she understands.
And then
what
you
he's
just see
talking
an
about.
ape make its way forward, like
What kind of-
like eating a fucking protein bar.
Are you just giving this? What are some of our rations? Bananas.
Good day.
Yeah,
call
the ape
you-
takes the other ration and starts eating it also.
I call you ape.
Right, yeah, the ape just goes, and then it just starts freaking out. Because, Azora, roll d12.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You're scaring the ape.
Are we gonna have to shoot him like Harambe?
No.
We don't have
Actually,
a
what
gun
kind of
anymore.
what kind of ape is this?
It's a brown ape that is constantly dripping with mud.
How big is it?
Large.
Large.
Okay.
Let's
Neil?
see. So you rolled a 4. Hmm.
Why am I thinking of Bigfoot from a Goofy movie?
I don't know. Why are you?
Oh, it's because you said brown. I was imagining.
Okay, so you see, so the mud ape starts freaking out, and Azora, while you're looking at this, behind you, oh god, I can't believe this. Oh my god.
Have you instigated ape warfare? Ash?
No. Behind you, and I can't believe you rolled this. A giant brown pelican rises from the mud.
Axios pelican, nature's worst enemy.
It's mixing
Yeah.
cement in his beak.
All pelicans have the horror tag or the terrifying tag.
And the pelican immediately vomits up mud on you, Azora.
Yeah, Azora just sort of raises her shield up.
Alright, roll con.
The question is, was
Good
this a
thing I
violent,
agree.
aggressive action, or is this just a pelican being
The
dumb?
mud hits your shield very, very forcefully, but you manage to stand your ground. As the ape still goes wild and runs in to attack it.
Hell yeah!
Axe actually goes, wait, ape, you not fight alone, and Axe
Yeah.
Axe is also running in.
I'm gonna run in as well. Like Aegis is like finally like, hey, what? Like walks in like, hey, why did you need my ration? And then just sees an ape fighting a pelican. What the fuck?
So yeah, it just jumps the pelican, and the pelican tries to get it in its mouth, but the ape manages to run around its neck and and just like basically uses all of its weight to body slam it down into the ground onto its side.
Good ape.
As the pelican starts to, do pelican things.
You know
You know,
what? I'm gonna
bird
say a
threat.
sentence I didn't think
Oh,
I'd get
what?
to say. I'm gonna run
What?
in and I'm gonna make the ape my fulcrum.
Oh shit!
Okay, here's the thing Axe is gonna do. As the ape pushes him down, he's gonna take his axe and try and swing right for the pelican's eye.
All right.
So that's strength. You ready?
Yeah, that's strength. All right. Roll damage. Okay. You hit it
Oh
in
wait,
the eye.
I have a +1 to them.
All right. So you hit it in the eye for 5 damage. It cries out in pain and then turns its beak towards you, Axe, and lets out a earth-shatteringly loud scream at you from its beak. You take 6 damage and are flown back into a tree.
Does it ignore armor?
No.
Okay. 5.
And then it like thrusts the ape off of it as it readies itself to let loose another banshee pelican scream, which it does so by gulping in air into its large beak.
I want to throw a javelin down that beak.
All right. Well, oh yeah, while it's gulping in air, go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll deck.
9. Put myself in a spot. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you put yourself in a spot. You throw the javelin in a way that it'll get down the beak, but you also start to leave the ground and get sucked into its beak.
Great. I'm gonna roll damage as well. Bang. 3 damage, and I'm getting sucked
All right.
in.
What do you do? What do you do to try to escape?
I'm gonna use my spear. I'm gonna plant it into the ground. Give myself an anchor.
All right. Roll strength.
Azora's gonna assist with that. Oh, no.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Let's see. You can stay planted into the ground, but one of your javelins will get sucked. Back in there as well. So you'll have to mark down 1 ammo on there.
An extra chance to deal damage as it inhales your javelin.
I don't think it's gonna quite. Sadly, I don't think it's gonna go that way. But yeah, I'm gonna lose a javelin. Even it will somehow eat that javelin perfectly fine.
Yeah, and then it closes its mouth and like struggles a bit, trying to swallow everything. And then the ape leaps into the air to smash onto its skull. Again, very mad.
Oh, speaking of mad, axe being flung by a fucking pelican makes him angry.
Am I going to get an opportunity strike when the ape lands? By the way, thank you.
If
you know what? Sure, yeah, it's your fulcrum. It smashes onto the pelican's head, bringing it all the way down to the ground as it just starts wildly banging on its skull.
Azora helps me to my feet. Azora does, and I quickly just go for a jab to the side of its beak with my spear. 4, 2 damage.
You hold it down there. It lets out a little bit of a screech, but then the ape smashes it again and again and breaks through its skull, and it's dead.
Oh
god!
God damn it! Well, Axe doesn't get to use his rage.
Yeah, the ape just sort of like huddles around it and just spits at it, and then starts beating its chest.
Axe is like, "That's a good ape."
That's nature for you. And Azora just keeps on walking.
All right, yeah, and the rest of the road to Coral will be uneventful, but what you find when you get there, well, that's a whole other story that we'll find out next time.
But does the ape follow us?
Sure, if you want it to.
Yes.
Oh, no.
All right.
This is our animal party member. This is the new Gobby, the new Pepsi, the new Horace.
Yeah.
Gobby.
Yeah. This is what we'll find out next time on Hemlock Ball Z. So, bonds?
Oh boy.
I'm not sure if I have advanced mine.
Well, I have a new bond. Oh, I just realized something. Guys.
What?
Axe, Aegis, Azora, Ape.
Yeah, that's... Snake typed that out.
Yeah.
A4. I like how we're not...
Yeah, true. Corum can't join the party.
Corum's gotta die, or change his name to Aurum.
Or also commit suicide.
Does Corum have bare feet?
Become number 25.
The ape has bare feet.
Yeah.
I think I have a change for Aegis.
The problem with the
Because
fucking bond that I'm writing for Azora, is that, like, Azora wants the world to be better, but does that mean she has to be miserable herself, where her brain is literally busted to be that way? It's actionable, but not resolvable in any way.
Maybe it just resolves as, I guess so.
Maybe it just resolves on Aegis becoming woke about mental illness.
Never become woke on mental illness.
Yeah, anyone got bonds ready?
Not ready.
I have something for Aegis though. Like my previous one was like he's a good man if not bit of a fool. Axe will defend him from danger. I feel it has kind of changed a bit because Axe is more like Aegis. It's like he's like deep down obviously a good man or whatever, but like Aegis seems to be caring more about money than than people.
All right.
Yeah, so it's like
there you go. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can't you care about both? I also did make it a point that everyone got paid equally.
Yeah.
Aegis is a good man, but too money-minded for your liking?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. How about with Azora? Which your bond with her is just that she doesn't like your axe.
Yes, and I need to show her more that Axe is good.
Yeah, hey, you didn't really have a chance that session.
Yeah.
Oh well. So, okay, take an XP for changing your bond with Aegis.
Nice. Also, I added a new with Ape.
Alright. I saw it. Azora, do you have yours ready?
I do not have mine ready, no.
Okay.
I'm writing up the last sentence. I'm trying to work out exactly what I want to do with Axe. Because the thing is, Axe has a troubled past, but seems to handle it well. And the problem is, so what? You know?
No. Oh, well, if I may be so bold and say Axe seems to handle it well, but
that's
I
actually, yeah, but seems to handle it well, because he seemed at some points like he was gonna gut a guy over.
Yeah. The problem is I haven't been able to go full rage Axe.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I've got mine. So, Azora one. So now my Azora one is, you know, updated from bitterness and being having a miserable streak to Azora wants the world to be a better place, yet she takes no joy or even seemingly pride in working towards it. Why not?
Why not, indeed?
And then Axe seems to have a simple front and a straightforward bluster, but I think there's a sharp guy there under it all. That has changed to Axe has a troubled past, but seems to handle it well. There's a rage in him, though, and I'll have to watch out for it.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the build-up. If this was a TV show, just soon Axe will just...
Alright, how about you, Azora?
Okay, I think I have mine now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had, Aegis, so this is interesting. So I'm essentially splitting my previous bond, into two bonds. Aegis is nowhere else to turn to but the mercenary life. However, he actively enjoys the lifestyle too. You know, actually, I'm just making a new bond with him. This is an advancement at all. Actually, I take that back. This is just a totally new one. So I have Aegis is cautious, a good trait to have, but is ready to let people get away with terrible things in the name of safety in a way that I'm not.
Alright. Oh, you wrote it as in a way that I am now, which
I fixed it.
That's very different.
I'm not quite sure I agree with that bond, but
well, from Azora, I mean, again, like Azora, like on her own would have like thrown down with the suit from Emberwell, and she only did it because, like, you know, like she would have gotten, you know, the people out of there and then just gone in on the suit from Emberwell, but for the sake of like keeping like Aegis and Axe and all them alive, refrained from it. And because, Aegis seemed like... Well, both that Aegis wanted to, get paid.
Well, it's
I
more
mean,
about...
Azora,
it's kind of also from Aegis' perspective is that throwing down, opening up on the suit was not just a safer option, but also the option with less bloodshed. Like, that would have been the terrible action just because of unintended consequences. Which is even pointed out is like, we open up on that suit, far worse things follow. But, yeah, it's kind of a personal thing. Azora is a lot more... prefers tangible action to the kind of under-the-surface minutia of cause and effect.
Azora just, in very simple, doesn't believe in letting people like that get away with it, so to speak.
Can't keep getting away with it. It's gonna be revealed that Miller from Nemo Enterprises was behind all the bad things that you can encounter in every session.
That dragon was one of his experiments gone awry.
So Axe, meanwhile, I'm keeping the first half of his as one bond, but then the second half I'm splitting off into its own. It's not letting me add a bond though. It's not letting me interact with the page in general. I think my computer might be frozen. Give me a second.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm back.
Nice.
She's back.
So, Axe's hatred of Emberwell certainly seems justified, but I'm worried about how thirsty for vengeance he could be.
Seems justified. You've met one guy.
I mean, that's justified.
But it's also what she's, heard about it and, the effect it seemed to have. All of her experiences with Ember, and, the Apex Crusaders and what they were singing about, and hearing about, the Ember
She listened to the lyrics?
Yeah.
Aww.
As much as she could follow them. But, and in general, she is very much caught on that, okay, so they're remaining neutral to manufacture arms and sell to both sides and have interest in stoking up war to sell better and better weapons. Which is sort of, very counterintuitive, that's, very in opposition to her whole thing of essentially being a pacifist.
Yeah. Well, maybe she should follow the god of tolerance.
Zora takes up the
I feel tolerance is also quite opposite to Azora's stance on
I'm a
war
pacifist in that I will pacify every warmonger there is.
Exactly. See, you get it.
Okay, so take XP for the... or no, I guess you just made new bonds and didn't advance any.
I really do like pacify as a word for killing. That's just so fucking brutally efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you only made new bonds, right? You didn't...
Well, one of the ones with Axe is kind of advancing. It's
I don't know.
I advanced, part of the bond. Essentially, you could say I advanced the original bond into the I'm worried about thirsty for vengeance he could be, but then also just made a new bond for keeping the has everything taken from him as a separate thing. Because that was a direct follow-up on the idea from the first one.
Okay, sure. But your more prescient question, did you defend those weaker than you?
Yes.
You did. Take an XP for that. Did Aegis help his fulcrum at great risk to himself?
I would say yes. I aided Azora when she basically fucking stabbed a guard captain to death.
That's true. You did.
We're going to inevitably get to the point where we have to say, mechanically, are we saying that if Azora defends like Aegis, is Aegis or Axe weaker than Azora?
Axe,
We're going to have to answer that.
Learn something new about a location or culture?
I learned what that man got his taxidermy done.
That's something new about a location. Take it.
Yeah. Also, the fact that Custer has prohibitively expensive fucking entrances.
Half of Marion's.
Yeah.
So, did we learn something new and important about the world?
O'Malley apparently invented the whole fucking.
Azora kind of, like the whole like, okay, Emberwell is just like selling creating and selling weapons, even if we the players do that.
And we did learn
universe.
about the joint venture, the Hammer X company. Between
Hammer X. Okay, take that. Did you
leveled up
overcome a
again.
notable monster or enemy?
A fucking pelican.
We overcame. Well, we did overcome that negotiation. We did get everyone out alive.
Is he an enemy? Is Emberwell an enemy now?
Yes.
That was a business negotiation. In negotiation, the other guy is the enemy.
Okay, take an XP for that. Did you loot a memorable treasure?
The rifle?
Not for long.
No, you didn't.
Hey, there's nothing in that wording that says we had to keep it.
You did not.
We really did. That was extremely memorable. That was the start of like a whole thing because we looted that rifle.
We also gained an ape.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Take an XP for playing. Well gamed. Well gamed. And look, sweet, we ended before 11 your time.
Oh, thank
You
you.
win.
You win.
I'm not sure if I
4
marked
hours
an
and
XP
16
at one
minutes.
point, but it's
So, Neil-
too far back.